She came out through an air tunnel with smoke everywhere. She panicked and quickly pulled out a bag from the same tunnel she had come through. She unpacks it fast. It is a handmade gas suit. She dressed up, arranged it quickly, and dressed it up very fast. She put on her handmade gas mask and approached a ladder leading the bunker to the outside. She looked at the door and started to climb up the ladder quickly. The door is locked. She pulled a spray bottle from a bag and sprayed gas on the metal lock. The smoke is rising inside the bunker. The lock won't break by the spray. She was forced to hit the lock using a spray bottle. She hit the lock again and again in panic. After a few attempts, the lock finally broke. She opened the bunker hatch quickly and crawled out. She stood up quickly and started to walk, looking around. She has no idea what's happening in the outside world. Now she is on a farm surrounded by a massive cornfield. She is still looking around for anything or any sign. She saw a truck, started walking toward it, and then ran. She looked inside the truck and tried to open it. The truck door opened. She searched inside the truck in panic. Suddenly her gas suit gets scratched and damaged by the metal part of the truck. She felt in the ground. Quickly starts to wrap a tap on the patch. She is heavily breathing in fear and wrapping the tape around the patch in the leg. After wrapping the patch, she tries to control her breath again. She slows down breathing. Suddenly she looked up and saw birds flying in the sky. She stood up and started to think for a little while. Grab under her gas mask and removes it. She took a breath and realized the air was not poisoned. She drops her gas mask and ground, crying in tears. Suddenly she heard something strange. She turned back and looked behind. She wants a good look at it, so she climbs on the truck. She looked at the sky and saw a strange flying object in the far sky. She was looking at it, confused. She heard a big noise from the farmhouse behind her. She jumped off the truck quickly and took cover behind the truck. Suddenly something blew up close to her. She gets scared and hides. She looked at it, confused and scared. The weird noise starts to stream again. She climbed onto the truck again and looked at the sky. The strange ship is still flying in the sky. Suddenly it turns. It starts to come in front of her. She quickly jumps off the truck roof and searches inside for the truck key. She found nothing. She started to sprint into another car. She tries to open its door, but unfortunately, its alarm starts making a big noise. Her location reveals. She starts to run into the farmhouse in panic. She closed the door and quickly locked it. She takes a look outside through a small crack. The car alarm is still ringing with its lights turned on. She looked outside with fear. She saw something come fast through the cornfields. It is behind the car. It pulled the car and dropped, making a loud noise. She fell to the ground with fear. She quickly stood up and looked outside again. She saw it was still behind the car. This scary animal suddenly peeks behind the car. It made a scary noise. She turned back and looked at the dead body on the ground. Quickly searched the body for the keys. She found nothing. The animal sound came from the roof of the farmhouse. She looked behind and opened her eyes completely. That scary animal is walking on the roof. She heard it jumps onto the ground. She is still looking for the truck keys. Suddenly a scary sound came behind her with a weird thing. It is looking for her. She finds the keys and starts the car alarm with them. She quickly crawls outside from behind the door, stands up, sprints toward the fence, looks around and starts to sprint again. It saw her. She is sprinting towards a house while screaming for help. She heard a big noise from the house and looked at it, surprised. Suddenly a big spaceship came behind the house with a massive light.